Good morning. It's Friday morning, and today we're going to read Luke 7:24 through 30, the second of three passages in which Jesus talks about John the Baptist. When John's messengers had gone, Jesus began to speak to the crowds concerning John. What did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind? What then did you go out to see? A man dressed in soft clothing? Behold, those who are dressed in splendid clothing and live in luxury are in king's courts. What then did you go out to see? A prophet? Yes, I tell you, and more than a prophet. This is he of whom it is written, Behold, I send my messenger before your face, who will prepare your way before you. I tell you, among those born of women, none is greater than John. Yet the one who is least in the kingdom of God is greater than he. When all the people heard this, and the tax collector too, they declared God just, having been baptized with the baptism of John. But the Pharisees and the lawyers rejected the purpose of God for themselves, not having been baptized by him. So here we see Jesus asking some questions. You know, when you went to see John, what did you go out to see? A man dressed in fine clothing, like the ones who live in luxury in the palace, not like any of you? No, that's not who you went to see. A reed shaken by the wind, somebody, trembling at every little circumstance? No, you didn't see that. You went out to see a prophet. And John fits the mold. He dresses weird. He's out in the wilderness. He acts weird. He does symbolic things. Jeremiah did a lot of symbolic things. If you read the book of Jeremiah, you see him just doing things, and you're like, why did he do that? Well, it was to make a point. And John the Baptist's life is lived in a way that makes a point. He seems to me, when I look at his message and compare it to that from the Dead Sea Scrolls, he seems to me to be kind of a renegade member of that group. Maybe he lived there and was trained by them for a while or something. He's got a lot in common with those folks. And they were weird. I mean, they lived off by themselves and did things that no one else did. So here's John the Baptist, and the people listening, those who've received his baptism, agree with Jesus, and those who haven't don't agree with Jesus. So he knows as he's talking to this crowd that some of them already approve of John the Baptist and some don't. And he quotes, I was trying to see where he quotes that from. I'm not sure where it is from. But he, Malachi 3:1, how about that? He quotes this verse from Malachi that says, Behold, I send my messenger before your face, who will prepare your way before you. So John comes, we call him John the Baptist. He's not a Baptist. Properly, we should call him John the Baptizer, because that's what he did. But other traditions refer to him as John the Forerunner, and that's an even better description. He's the one who comes before Jesus, who prepares the way for Jesus to come. And in that sense, he's a great prophet. Jesus says he's the greatest born among women, which includes all of us. So he's greater than all of us. And yet the one who is least in the kingdom of God is greater than he. So, even he's greater than all of you, but, you'll be greater than him because you'll be with me, following me. Um, it's an interesting thing to think about John the Baptist and what he did, and we're going to talk a little more about him tomorrow as we read the rest of this section. So think about John the forerunner today, and think about what it means for him to have come and prepared the way for Jesus to come. We think of Jesus, 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 but he lived in a context, and the context was not particularly amenable to his message. And John comes and sort of plows the ground once before Jesus comes, so that not to make it easier for Jesus, but so that people can hear him a little bit easier and better. So that's John the Baptist today, and we'll finish that up tomorrow. We'll see you then. Have a great day.